What is going on, my friends? This is Shane Kipper. I'm a digital marketing consultant and coach. I help entrepreneurs grow their business using various marketing strategies, Facebook ads, sales funnels, lead gen, you name it. um, but what I'm going to be doing today, if you've been following any of my content, I recently posted about creating offers. And even before that was how to create an idea, how to come up with an idea. So if you're, a beginning entrepreneur, you've been introduced to internet marketing and, you're trying to come up with that thing that is going to allow you to create success online. Refer back to that. Basically, what I talked about is, coming up with what writing down everything that you're good at. First off, writing down what you're passionate about. What kind of wakes you up in the morning? What are the things that you're good at? Writing all those things down, and then segmenting or eliminating the things that may not be, obvious to really making money online. Some things, you may think aren't quite obvious, but may be a good opportunity. But there are going to be some things that really stand out. So I think, running with those are going to be your best bet. Coming up with those ideas and then doing your own market research, getting into groups and looking at what other people are posting about. If there are people that actually talk about the topic that you're interested in, are there people selling something in that topic? What are they selling? So, really getting an idea of, what kind of market share there is for what you want to sell, what you want to offer, the kind of service you want to provide. And then once you have really established, kind of the direction that you want to take it, then you are going to want to start coming up with offers. You want to come up with, not necessarily coming up with offers, but understanding what it is that you may be able to sell. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about here today on this video, is how to find out, what to offer, what works, what doesn't, stuff like that. So first off, what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a few examples of industries that, you know, um, you could pursue, maybe not pursue, but just a few ideas so that you can use this video to, do this for your own research and finding your own offers. Okay, so first off, what I would do with my offer, so let's say it is dog toys, okay, or just dog, um, food, whatever that is, dog toys. We'll go with that. So what I'm gonna do first is go to Facebook. Okay, I'm going to search dog toys. I don't know, dog toys and accessories, and I'm gonna go to groups. So there's new puppy and dog owner advice and support group. There's 7.8 thousand followers and 10 plus posts per day. Used working dog equipment, handmade and leftover dog shower breeder items, toy dog playground, toy dog world group. I mean, there's a lot of members in these. Toys do, by Do You Remember? Okay, so what you're gonna be able to do though is come into these groups. You may have to join them first, but I mean, there's 139 new posts just today. Um, so basically, that lets you know that there's an audience, first off. So you now know that there's people talking about a subject that you're interested in, puppies, dogs, and it may, you might have an idea that you want to sell dog bowls. Maybe don't look up dog bowls, as um, your niche. Be a little bit more broad in your search at first, so that you can see what other people are offering. So, um, obviously there's a group here. There is going to be, there's bound to be, someone selling something in this group. Okay, so I'm going to go back though. You could join any number of these. But let's see, we go dog toys. I can go to Pages. Okay, Pages is an actual business, so you can directly go to this a company. Dog.com seems pretty um, reputable. 55,000 followers. Okay, you can click. So 55,000 followers. You can look at the content that they're posting. You know, is it funny? Is it loving? Is it, what kind of emotions does it spark? Then obviously you're going to want to go to their website. Okay, you know, looking at what kind of offers they are going to be, you know, they're presenting. Um, Typically from a sales funnel perspective, this is pretty like in your face. There's a lot here. So it's hard to really make a decision on what they're actually offering. They're offering a lot of things. This is like a, you know, a Shopify e-commerce store. So you know, they're selling dog treats and dog strollers and you know, leashes and gates and everything like that. But this will actually give you an idea of things that you might be able to sell for dogs. Um, so, you know, obviously you can click on one. This one's a leader. You can see the pricing um, and the different order specs, reviews, all that. So that's all important. But what I'm really looking for is what is their main offer. So there's not really a main offer, just because it's just a storefront. And so as a marketer, as a sales funnel builder, um, that wouldn't be the approach that I would take. Is, you know, creating a store. Obviously, you know, for dog.com with 55,000 followers, um, you know, you have the reputation that if people were on your page and wanted to go to your website, they may purchase something. But for any of you that may not have that sort of following, it's going to be harder for you to get somebody to purchase something on your page if you don't have a specific offer. So that's what I would be looking for is, you know, someone that's actually got a sales funnel, something that when you land on their page, they're putting something right in your face that's obvious, like give me your name and email for this in return. They like, so on dog.com they did, it was like a discount to something, but I'm talking about, you know, any type of information product, or maybe it's something for free, maybe it is a discount, but right after they're giving you a specific task, something to purchase. So we can try that here with fluffandtough.com. So again, this is like a blog and a e-commerce website. So nothing, I mean, you know, I don't know what kind of sales this company is doing. Let me give you another example. So you can do this. I would go through and find, go through and click on all these. Look at their websites. What are they offering? Are they doing Shopify e-commerce sites? It looks like most of these are. But here's another example. So I have a client right now that is a success coach, or success mentorship, like inner circle type of stuff. And so for him, if I were to go looking for what kind of offer I wanted to create for that type of product, I would think about who else is in that niche. You know, so he would be essentially an influencer. And somebody that is in his niche is Trent Shelton. Shelton, I'm sure you guys have seen his videos here on Facebook, motivational, inspirational speaker. So let's go to his page, Trent. And honestly, it really doesn't have to be directly in your niche, but it has to be in the realm, like if I am interested in self-development, I'm probably also going to be interested in marketing. I'm also probably going to be interested in sales. And because I'm an entrepreneur, self-development probably brings about some type of entrepreneurship. So i would I would broaden my spectrum of searching so that I can get an idea of what other people are doing. I've built funnels that, for people who are in self development that come from a marketing influencer, because that has to do with funnel hacking, and I'll get into that in a later video. Um, but I'm going to take a look at Trent Shelton. My client and Trent offer different services, but are relatively the same. So I'm going to go to his website. I've already really got it pulled up here. So this is his actual storefront. Oftentimes they're going to be running advertisements. That may even be the best strategy for you. So if you want to look for someone's advertisement, say you came to Trent Shelton's page, come down to the page transparency, see more, and then go to the ad library. This is actually going to give you a um, a list of all the ads that are currently and not currently active. So this is what they're running right now. Trent Shelton and more live in New York, New Jersey area. Get your pre-sale VIP tickets. Okay, so you could go to learn more. And we'll be talking about this ad library a lot more in another video. This is going to be showing you how to create your own ads, ad hack, offer hack in another more complex way. To really get specific. But for now, this is just helping you find ideas on what you can actually offer. Um, so, they're doing an expo, some sort of live event, and they're selling tickets. So, if this was your industry, if you were looking to do an event, this would be a good example. Let me see here. I'm going to go back to his page because this is what I'm doing for the current client that I was telling you about. So this is his inner circle. My client is coming out with his own inner circle, and this would give you a good example. So what you would do essentially is come here, you would play the video, listen to what he's offering, and it's an inner circle. But not only that, but if you come down, it's going to tell you everything that's in it. So live monthly training with Trent. So they're going to do monthly live calls that you can hop on, 5 hours to freedom course, meaning whatever that means, a 5-part course. You will unleash your full potential and become the champion you were meant to be. We'll go over the 5 R's to success: reality, release, repair, restore. So telling you the description of what else they offer: a private Facebook group and a text group. It all starts with you workbooks. You get a workbook, and when you join Trent's Inner Circle, you would get access to never before seen videos, posts, and trainings that no one else can see or be a part of. So, a bonus. So just take a look at what other people are offering, and this is what a sales funnel looks like. Like I had mentioned in an e-commerce Shopify scenario website, it's all these different products that they're offering, but it's not very specific. If you are an e-commerce business or a Shopify business offering products, you may want to take the direction of, you could build your store like that, but create a front end funnel that's directing them to one specific product, market one specific product that brings them to that product checkout, instead of bringing them to a page where they have to make a decision, would be my approach. So now what Trent's offering. So you write all these things down. Other than that, you'd find other influencers in your space. If it's real estate, Grant Cardone, you could find all sorts of different real estate investors, agents, whatever, because there's a ton out there that are offering something in their funnels. Take a look at what they're offering, write it down, and then you're going to come up with your own. So let me stop sharing this. You're going to come up with your own. Okay, you're going to get out a piece of paper and write down everything that you can think of that you would offer to somebody. And don't really be too strict on what you come up with. I would just write it all out, write everything you can think of. Just let it all out on the piece of paper, whiteboard, whatever you're using, Google Doc, and really map out everything you can think of that you potentially would give to a customer in exchange for a transaction. So for me, I'm a digital marketing coach and consultant. So my offers are 1 hour a week coaching calls. I do 24/7 Voxer support. I am coming out with my own ClickFunnels, not ClickFunnels, but sales funnels and digital marketing crash course on October 1st. So if you sign up with me, you get free access to all my trainings and future trainings. I have swipe files of funnels that I've already built that I can send. I may do more of a one-on-one or inner circle or group training that you may be able to be a part of in the future once that comes out. But on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and write out everything that I'm good at. Maybe I could give a Rolodex of all of the agents that I have in my personal marketing agency that I've used to create success for other projects or create success for other businesses that I've worked with. I could give Facebook ad templates. I could give a Google Drive access to any other trainings that I've been through and found valuable, or templates, or I could come up with all sorts of things, and it's hard for me to really give it off the top of my head right here in this video, but you understand the point. Whether you're in, let's say, a cooking niche. Okay, so if you're in cooking, maybe your offers are going to be recipe books. Maybe it's like what a downloadable ingredient list, a checklist. Maybe it's tutorials on how to cook those specific recipes. Maybe it's a private Facebook group, and that's something that I have for my consulting. So private Facebook group, that's a lot of value, somewhere where people can communicate and talk about what they're going through and get support. Um, you know, Maybe it's the Voxer support. I don't know if in cooking, maybe, someone's cooking and they're like, hey, I need help. What would you put in this soup? I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is you can do this for really any industry, for dogs, for dog toys. Okay. Maybe it's a short training on how to really connect with your dog and get them to listen and maybe obey, or some tips and tricks for getting them to learn a new skill, like shaking or sitting or rolling over or playing dead or whatever that is. As long as you know how to do that, and can teach that, you could create a video series. You could create a membership site. You could create a private Facebook group where people can talk about their dogs and post pictures. You could you could um, find other people in your space that have some sort of influence, do some sort of collaboration, and get them involved and put that in your membership site. You could have downloadable stuff. You could have you know, tangible things. Maybe part of your offer is a toy or a treat or something along those lines, maybe dog food, maybe harnesses, whatever that is. Write them all down. The next part of this is going to be deciding what you actually want to offer. So it's going to be pretty clear what things are valuable and what are not. Um, like, you know, it's funny. One of my mentors, Russell Brunson, you may have already heard of him if you're an internet marketer. You know, he's going through his list of offers that he would. He's telling me the same thing. You know, write down everything you can think of, and he's like, sleepovers. Someone you could come to my house and get access to me for 24 hours or whatever. Obviously, you're not going to do that, right? Maybe you are, if that's what you're into, but I'm going to assume that that's not the case. You're going to find out that there's a lot of offers in there that may not be relevant, may not be valuable. So you're just going to mark those off. And then now you have a list of things that you can package together, and that's what an offer is. A product is something that's separate. So you got all these products that you put together into an offer. That offer now increases the perceived value of what you're actually offering, because that dog toy, it probably costs you $10, okay, but the actual value of that, it may be, you know, $25 or $35 to that dog owner, because they know that dog is going to love that toy. And then the treat, you know, maybe that costs you $5, but the perceived value is $15 or $10 or whatever that is. Or, you know, the training course, the perceived value of that may be $100, $97, because it took you the time to put that together. And, you know, there's a lot of value in learning how to teach your dog to shake, you know, so that when you bring your dog to your friends, you can show off your dog's new tricks and stuff like that. Um, as far as for cooking, you know, if you had that boxer support, the perceived value of that is enormous, because, you know, there's a lot of times when I'm in the kitchen cooking up, I pretty much just freehand it. You know, I would say I'm a decent cook, um, but it's not typically from instructions. So if I had someone that I was like, hey, I'm cooking this lasagna, what do you suggest? What's going to make this just some fire lasagna? And then I could get someone to get right back to me. That'd be tremendously valuable. I mean, what kind of price would you put on that? And those are the things that you got to think about when you're itemizing these products at the value. Um, so, for example, you know, you've got your dog toy perceived at $49 or $47. Okay, you've got your treat at perceived at $14. You've got your video training course perceived at $97. You've got your Voxer support, so you can help someone with, you know, maybe your dog's attitude, or, you know, something that you're going through with it within the realm of their pet. And that Voxer support is valued at $197. You know, maybe you have templates or downloads that are perceived at 47 and 27, or whatever you feel like that actual value is, because, you know, the value of that thing is more than the cost. It has to be, and that's what we're going to put together. So you, now that you have a list of valuable products and the perceived value, what someone else may what you feel like the actual value is minus the cost, you're going to add up all of those perceived values. So it's, at the end of the day, it's actually going to end up being a perceived value of more like $497, maybe less, maybe more. You know, maybe depending on the products that you're actually offering, it could be upwards of tens of thousands of dollars, dependent on the service you provide. Excuse me. Um, and so now your perceived value is way higher than the actual cost that they're going to be spending on that actual offer that you're giving them. You know, if it was the dog treats and stuff, maybe the cost to the customer is $147. but the actual perceived value is almost 500. So, it's almost a no-brainer. And so that's how I would come up with an offer. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about how to sequence that offer, because it's going to be important knowing what to put first, what's most valuable, what should you offer first, what should you offer for free, those sorts of things. And I'm going to be going over that tomorrow. But hopefully this video brings some clarity on how to create an actual offer within the idea that you came up with yesterday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with a friend, or leave a comment or on something that you feel like could be better about these videos. Something you would like to learn about digital marketing. I'm going to be coming out with those a lot more here in the near future. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. I love you all. Have a great day.